Joined with my co-host Henry. Hashtag 40 Acre Addicts. Back at you Sunday morning after a blowout win in Waco, Texas.
That's right. That's
How about
right.
the Thorns get?
How about them one-handed catches?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
How about those one-handed catches, bro? Uh,
We were highlighting a lot of what we've been wanting to see the offense do all season. We were highlighting everything. It was a highlight reel all game.
all game. It's
Still a little
awesome.
upset that it's hard to find the Quinn uh, running in for his touchdown replay. It's like the least one they show, but it's still on there. Regardless,
And
3-0.
again, just like the Alabama game,
Yeah,
we
4 and
played
0.
good. We played real good, but we had mistakes. So again, we didn't see a perfect Texas team yet. We still haven't seen that.
We saw
We had
close.
we had 3 fumbles last night on our special teams.
Yeah, that special teams has got to clean it up a lot. We ain't got no blocks yet. We've got very little on returns. We got that one return from Xavier this week, and then one against, I believe, Bama, maybe Wyoming, but just not. And the other thing I want to see in special teams is quit rotating so many returners.
Hey, when one drops the ball, Sark ain't going to give him another chance.
But my point is, no one in the history of football has had a great return game using that many returners. Find a damn guy and stick with him.
Yeah.
He fumbles the ball one time, okay. Fumbles it twice, then get rid of him. But I don't want to see 4 or 5 different people returning the ball, and we're in week 4. That's big criticism I'd like to put out there. Some positive, Gat, that I was talking to Rachel about last night. We're 4-0. That means we are already a third of the way through the season to being undefeated. That is a
Yeah.
9
We're a third of the way through. You're dang right.
way through.
And we are perfect as far as our wins and loss records go.
Yeah.
But
I think,
to Longhorn Nation, like I said, we haven't seen this team play a perfect game yet. They've won every game, but they haven't played perfect yet. So when we do see that, there's nobody in the country is going to beat us. Nobody in the country.
yeah. Another thing I think is if we can keep the momentum going that we have, this hype that's in the locker room, this belief that Sarkeesian's culture is now what we're believing it is,
Reality.
culture, hold on to it. You lose that, that's when we start losing games. You got to keep that hype and that motivation going. I heard Sweat say it himself. He said, "Let's keep doing this. Let's keep winning. Let's keep doing this."
It feels good, doesn't it, fellas?
Good.
It feels a lot better to come home from a weekend with a victory as versus a nail-biting loss in the fourth quarter. It feels so good. It felt great all game last night when we just asserted our dominance on them in the first quarter. Like,
Yeah.
it felt fucking great. Excuse my French, but it felt so good to finally dominate a Big 12 opponent.
Not close at one point of the game.
Not
Never,
one point in the
never.
game.
I was
I
sitting there
didn't
trying to
fear
fix
one
it on
second.
purpose and wasn't even sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't fear one second of that game. I felt good all game. I didn't chew any nails. Nothing. It was awesome. So proud of them. So proud. 4-0, baby.
4-0.
4-0, baby. We got
So,
2 more games till our bye week. And that's the river trip week, right?
yep. We got Kansas next week, followed by Oklahoma, and then we finally get our bye week.
Yep.
And if we
Right in the middle of the season.
stay undefeated, those 2 games, man, you're looking at a hurting coming. I
Is it
believe
just me? Is it just me, or after last, every team in the Big 12 gonna fear our defense? I mean, fear them.
after
Fear
last night, Gat, I think we have that Georgia top defense from 2 years ago, from
bro.
Georgia's first championship.
3 sacks in the first 2 series of this game.
I think
3.
we need to bring that up because I'm finna pop Google up because I think, in my opinion, Texas is close to having the number 1 defense in the nation. Right
Damn
now.
right.
Let me
Damn
Google
right.
top.
We absolutely should have one of the best defenses in the nation. Our defense, Baylor's offense went to their red zone 5 times last night. 5. They got 2 field goals out of those 5 tries. What Texas defense in the last 10 years has been able to say that? None. They got 6 points off of 5 red zone trips. Everybody in football knows 5 red zone trips. That's 5 touchdowns. That's 35 points.
You know, one of my favorite parts about having a defense this thriving is it allows the head coach and your offense to take a lot more risk. It allows them to go for those 4th and shorts, 4th and 5s in midfield situations to where you could easily be giving the opponent a short distance to go. But with our defense, okay,
We ain't scared. They are not scared.
okay.
I'm telling you, our defense is putting fear into other people's hearts right now.
Yeah, this is updated this morning. Oh no. Okay. This is the best I can give you because, like I was telling you, it'll take a day for them to do all the statistics on defense last night. Because how we keep talking about how they don't show the defensive stats because they got to actually rewatch the game and figure out who tackled who. So until that's done, we can't see anything from Saturday. But as of 7:14 a.m. yesterday, right before the games kicked off, these are the top 25 defenses in the nation. We're not as near as high as you would think, but we are in the top 25 defenses. And it's only week 4. And we got a long way to climb. A lot of people on this list were playing a lot of nobodies. We weren't. So, number 1, Michigan, which also told me, I told you that's the only team I feel in this country that can up front beat us. That's going to be the hardest challenge all season when we play them in the playoff or national. 2 is Air Force. 3, Ohio State. 4, Notre Dame, which is crazy because they just played each other. So that's good to be updated. Pittsburgh, Ohio. We're at number 7 now. Memphis, Clemson, Iowa State, Florida, Arkansas, Oregon State, SMU, Georgia, Penn State, Utah, Miami, Rutgers, Kansas, who we play next week. Number 20, and that's 20. Go to 21, Syracuse, and then 22 Texas. Texas has played at that point in time, has played 3 games, 179 plays, has allowed 829 total yards, an average of 4.63 yards attempt, has only allowed 4 touchdowns, which is one of the least out of everybody. But out of those 4 touchdowns we've allowed, we've scored defensively 4 touchdowns. So that zeroes that out.
That zeroes it.
It zeroes it. We ain't letting the offense score nothing without us scoring it right back. That is awesome. And then the average yards per game, which we got to remember, we played a really good Alabama team, 276 average total yards for a game, which is decent. But Michigan played some big nobodies. Everybody on that list was playing nobodies, really. Some of them did some good teams, but
I don't understand how SMU's defense is ranked higher than ours. That's confusing.
because it's not on real skill set, it's just based on statistics.
Yeah,
Just
they're playing nobody. We're playing Alabama.
Yeah, it's straight on just numbers. That computer has no idea who they're playing and the differential and something like that.
I'm glad Alabama came back and whooped up on Ole Miss because that just makes our resume look better.
That was the big debate I listened to on College Final this morning. Should Texas go ahead of Michigan for the fact that we played Bama, we're undefeated, and Bama has now proved that losing to us wasn't because they just suck. It was because we really actually beat them. And Michigan hasn't played nobody. Nobody. So they're like, they believe that Texas should be number 2. So we'll be seeing here in a couple hours. As soon as we know, we know.
As soon as we know, we know.
Ooh. A lot of on that list get. But I think the defense is what's going to take us to the promised land this year. I really do. This defense it's scary. It's scary good. Everyone I can't think of a guy who isn't a dog out there. Linebackers.
Backups are dogs.
And we got all these freshmen around making plays. Malik Muhammad last night. How about Malik Muhammad last night?
Hey, they were picking on him at the end of the game, bro. They threw 4 passes in a row right at him. 4 in a row.
Yeah, but he's a freshman.
Yeah, me and Tyler were like, God, they're picking on him. Would y'all just stop it? But in the end, they came down to the red zone with a goose egg.
Yep.
With the goose egg. They marched it all the way down the field on that last drive, mostly on Malik Muhammad. And then
but on the play, what did Malik do?
Yep.
He finally buckled up.
Yep. Once they get to the red zone, it's over with.
That defense gets mad.
Yeah, it's like that's their home, and you are not coming in unless you're invited. And believe me, you are not invited. You are not knocking on our door, baby. I promise you that.
But I was saying, defend that house like your mama's in there.
And how long has it been since our defenses jaw dropped us like this? We've probably got more sacks this year already in 4 games than we did all of the first 2 seasons under Sark. I would love to see that statistic.
I have to go back in time to go look at some games, but I don't. As of this far in the season, man, there wasn't a lot of teams doing this. Not since the Vince day. I wouldn't even say the Colt days. 'Cause Colt had some okay defenses, but I think Vince had a lot better defenses.
Yeah. We might be coming on the verge of having an elite defense.
I already think we do.
An
I'm not.
elite defense.
I think our defense is more elite than our offense, and everybody was hype on the offense. I think our offense still has a lot of work to do. Just plain out period. The offense has got to get back in the lab and go to work because there's some shit that it looks pretty because we're seeing what it's supposed to be, but it's not consistent. I mean, it was okay tonight or last night, but let's see next week.
And
Let's
we
see
keep
the
showcasing more and more weapons. Like last night, Gunnar Helm got a lot of touches. Last
yeah.
night on a third 17, we put Jonte Cook, a freshman, on the field and throw a 53-yard pass to him.
Yeah, I was
To
gonna
a
say.
freshman.
I think that a lot of that was had to fall right in line with what Shark was talking in his interview after last week's game because last week's game he didn't pull Whittington, AD, or Xavier out for anything. He was too nail biting a game, and he wanted the best players to make the best chance to make the play at all times. But this week we were able to do in conference what we've been wanting to do, and that's sit back, kick our feet, let some backups come in. Let's see Malik. How about Malik? Look at 7'5" with his motherfucking tall ass. He makes
Damn.
our legendary offensive line look tiny. They look small to him. I was like, God, they just put Tom Herman's offensive line out there.
He damn near has to take a knee just to catch the snap.
He is not. Whenever he goes to start winning big games, and I promise you, whether it's at Texas or wherever he starts, when he wins big games, they're gonna have to bring in his backup to kneel the ball.
His backup is better than him.
I'm not meaning an arch Manny. My point is, it's gonna take him too damn long to put his knee down.
Oh yeah, because he's so tall. I got you.
So damn dumb. You have to go get another quarterback to do that play for him.
Come on, Red, get in there and put a knee on it.
Yeah, put a knee down.
All right, let's name the offensive players that touched the ball last night from a pass from Quinn. Jonathan Brooks, Cedric Baxter, Jatavian Sanders, Gunnar Helm, Xavier Worthy, Jordan Whittington, Adonai Mitchell, Jonte Cook.
Helm.
Who?
Gunnar Helm.
I already named him, but that's 8 right there off the rip. 8 receivers or 8 people caught a ball from Quinn last night. 8. There's only 11 people on the offense, Steven, and 5 of them are offensive linemen.
And last week we had a defensive tackle catching.
What does that tell you, though, bro? Our backups are doing what they're supposed to do.
We have depth, like in basketball. In basketball, you can have a great regular season, but unless you got depth, you'll never make it through the playoffs. You'll never get to the championship game. You got to have depth.
Imagine what we're going to do when our offense comes together and clicks like the defense is clicking. Oh, my gosh, we're going to be unstoppable. Unstoppable. You got X, Adonai Mitchell, Jordan Whittington, Jatavian Sanders, Gunnar Helm, Jonte Cook, Isaiah Nair, DeAndre Moore, Casey Kane. All these cats can come in and play. All of them.
And I think when we play another team like, I want to say Kansas is going to look a lot like a mixture of, better yet, Kansas is going to look like the Rice game. That's what I think. It's not going to be as close as Wyoming. or Bama, but it's not going to be a blowout quite like Baylor. I think Kansas is a much better team than Baylor this year. I think their quarterback is extremely experienced and is a stud. That motherfucker, he can run, he can gun, he can he can do it all. He's like a little Michael Vick out there without the dog charges. And I gotta, but that sun's getting right there right now. Now y'all see what the hat's for. Now you see what the hat's for. But I'm gonna have to rotate this camera right quick for another view. All right, so where was I at, Gat? For that sun blinded me.
I don't know.
What?
I don't remember.
Okay.
We're gonna tell him where you were sitting to go.
What did I say?
Ah, fuck. I don't remember.
Anyway. Oh yeah, I remember. Something along the lines of Rice having a great quarterback and us being us having a, put it this way, my prediction would be more like a 45-21. I think they might be able to score on our defense, but they're not gonna put up over 24. It'll probably be 21-7. Hell, it could be 7. It could be 3. We don't know with this team. That defense is too damn good. I know I need my hair cut.
I know I just can't wait for this offense to truly click for 4 quarters because we're going to put 60 or 70 on the board. And we can do that against anybody.
Yeah, we haven't put up that kind of a score yet. I don't know if it's a Shark just not
It's the
needing
offense
to.
clicking.
Yeah, it just boils back to that.
They click for a quarter or they click for 2 quarters, but another 2 quarters are just So as soon as them boys click for 4 quarters, it's going to be embarrassing for whoever they're playing. Whoever they're playing. I don't care. You put Georgia out there. Like Sark said last night, you want a double X? That's fine. We'll send AD down the field. You want to double him? That's fine. We'll send Jay Witt down the field. It don't matter what you do because our options are limitless right now at this point. Our backups come in and do the same thing that our starters can do.
I get. You called how many people caught balls?
8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sanders, Cook, Mitchell, Helm, Worthy, Whittington, Brooks, and Baxter.
Yep. And my 2 favorite, bro, were the one-handed catch from Jonathan Brooks and the one-handed catch from JT Sanders, baby. One with the left hand, one with the right hand. Bring it.
Hey, even better. While we're live, guess what just fucking dropped?
Defensive stats.
Yes, sir. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We were born ready for this. Anthony Hill Jr. was our leading defensive player.
Wow.
He had 5 tackles with 1 assist. Honestly, Byron Murphy, I think, had a little more success, in my opinion. Byron Murphy had 4 tackles with 2 sacks.
I thought he had 3.
No, he had 2. They gave the other ones to somebody else. I'll get to that here shortly.
All right.
Ford had his 4 tackles, 4 assisted tackles, and 1 interception, which was beautiful. Muhammad had 4 tackles. Watts had 4 tackles. Holmes had 4 tackles. Sweat had 4 tackles and an assist. D. Williams Jr. had 3 tackles. David Benda had 2 tackles and 2 assists. Darn it. What's Taffy's first name?
Michael.
Michael Taffy had 2 tackles. Catalan had 2 tackles. Justice Binkley had 1 tackle and 1 sack. Jeff Bush had 1 tackle, 1 assist, and 1 sack. Vernon Broughton had 1 tackle and 1 sack.
That's 5.
Blackwell Jr. had 1 tackle, 2 sacks. Burrell
Blackwell
Collins,
had 2 sacks.
huh?
You said
No,
Blackwell had 2 sacks?
had 1 tackle and 2 assists.
2 assists.
Yeah. Sorrell, Collins, Bryant, and Wisner all had 1 tackle, and then Ethan Burke had 1 assist. In the return game, Keelan Robinson and Jordan Whittington and Xavier Worthy were our returners, and they all fucking sucked. Auburn's got me questioning on his easy balls now.
Yeah.
His should. He makes the hard ones, but his should makes like, what the fuck? You should have made that one.
I think
That was easy.
I think he's missed 3 this season that he should have made.
Yeah, and he was like 20 yards out, including the end zone. He was like at the 10. He was kicking an extra point at that point, damn near. Get it together. Sanborn did his thing. The transfer Australian, or whatever you would call that.
No, he's from Stanford.
Oh, he's from Stanford?
Yeah. Our Australian went to like Arizona or something.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. He gone.
Damn. Didn't even know that. Team stats as a whole, we'll look at total yards. Texas had a total of 503 yards to Baylor's 365. We had a total of 328 yards passing, and they had 305. That probably includes Xavier Worthy's beautiful pass. Yards per play, we averaged 8.5 yards per play, while they averaged 4.3. Oh, I skipped rushing. Rushing was 175 for us and 60 for them.
Woo!
First downs was 24 for us, 19 for them. Woo! Our third down efficiency was nice. Oh, nope. I was looking at the wrong one. Third down efficiency needs to get better. We were 3 for 9, but they were 5 for 18. Damn. They were real bad. They were 5 for 18. Fourth down efficiency, they were 1 for 5. We never attempted a fourth down. Total plays offensively, we did 59 total plays. They did 84. They punted the ball 6 times. We punted it 4. We only had 2 penalties all game for 20 yards. They had 4 penalties for 21 yards. We had 2 lost fumbles. They had 1 lost interception. Time of possession was 26 minutes and 30 seconds for us, and theirs was 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the reason Jay Ford got that interception. Because in my opinion, it was all karma. Okay? Because they had just caught that bomb, that 50-yard bomb. And when that receiver fell, whoever was guarding him, I don't remember if it was Ryan Watts or Jaron Thompson, his knees fell on top of our defender. And when his knees hit our defender who was on the ground, the ball hit the ground. And that's when it came out. So that receiver was never effing down. That was a fumble. They came to the line and snapped that ball so fast because they knew that was a fumble. Yeah. He was not down. No point. And his elbows never hit the ground. His knees never hit the ground. His feet never hit the ground. He fumbled that ball because our defender was underneath him. underneath him, flat out. And they came up there and hiked that ball so fast so they couldn't review it. And then God said, "No, sir, no, that wasn't right. Jalen Ford, go ahead and take over." And then Jalen Ford got the ball back because Caroline recovered that fumble in the end zone on a knee, which would have meant we got the ball at the 20.
He flat out said it. Give me that. That's ours.
Yeah.
Put that money in his pocket.
Jay Ford said, "Nah, man, that was crap. We just made a fumble, and y'all ain't gonna give it to us, so I'm gonna take INT right in the end zone."
Yep.
Man, it was Texas fans though. He was never down.
Oh, I got something I want to bring up. Our new good luck charm, Mr. Brendan, calling plays left and right. What was the first one he called? Get?
I wasn't there. I was down here. But I know what I called though.
Oh yeah. Gad called.
I know what I called.
He called the rushing yards.
The rushing touchdown off the bat.
Down on the starting play. Or starting drive. Beautiful.
I said Jonathan Brooks would break a 60-yarder to start the game and a touchdown. He broke a 40-yarder with a touchdown. I was 20 yards off.
Your other ones.
I loved it. I had a feeling though. Jay Brooks don't want to give up that starting spot, bro. Not to a freshman.
It was fucking that's what it was. It was the interception that Brendan called. He said it felt like it was a moment for prime time. And then after that, it was the long pass to Xavier that he called after that. So both of y'all was on fire with y'all's predictions. Why I didn't make any predictions, I don't know. Glad I didn't though, because I'd have been wrong. Because I was going more heavily on the passing game.
I had a feeling it because I watched all the highlights from the Baylor's first 3 games, and every single thing had a common denominator. Like, you can rush against these guys. They're not that good as far as rushing goes. Like, I just knew it. I had a feeling, baby. Like, I'm not gonna call that against Kansas's defense at all.
Oh no.
I think their first touchdown is gonna have to be to X or Adonai over the top.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But this game, I had a feeling that Jonathan Brooks was like, it's the first game of the Big 12. Cedric Baxter's coming back. Like, I got to make a name, and I got to do it fast.
I got a big subject I want to put on here as we're getting closer and closer to the end. I want to talk about the OU game and what kind of game you think that's going to end up being.
We can't talk about that yet. We got Kansas this week, baby.
But
we got to get through Kansas.
I'm not worried about Kansas.
Kansas beat us both times at home.
Yeah.
We ain't beat Kansas at home yet.
We ain't in Kansas, though. We ain't in Kansas no more.
Hey,
we at home.
Yeah, and it seems like we're a road team.
It seems like we're a team in general.
Hey, that's a fact.
Different feel. Matthew McConaughey done put that juju. Ugh. He was delivering it all Saturday fucking night. It was beautiful. Doing that with 100,000 people talking shit to him, calling him stupid, calling him a weirdo.
Plus.
Probably talking all kind of smack for him to hear. But what'd he do? Fucking the whole damn game. He didn't give a fuck what they said. That's why I love Matthew McConaughey, man. Love Matthew McConaughey. Hey, speaking on Matthew, man, Tell me why I have a coworker who calls me Stephen McConaughey. I look nothing like Matthew McConaughey. Why he thinks he calls me Steve McConaughey, I don't know. Maybe it's the hate. That's the only thing I think.
Maybe
Matthew
he's a little
McConaughey,
slow.
huh?
Maybe he's a little slow.
Hey, he is from Mineral Wells.
Uh,
Hell to them, you probably look like Ben Affleck. Yeah, I'm definitely not a McConaughey. Sorry, guys. Don't get that from me.
oh man, I'm
Be a
glad we
wish.
blew through Baylor like that. It's gonna make this week a lot better.
So okay, since I told not necessarily prediction, yeah, I did do my prediction. And my thoughts on Kansas. Speak up, Get. Speak your mind.
I'm still on Baylor. I gotta watch the highlights of Kansas this week. And then I'll give you
As of what would you say about the Kansas game? You got to say something. I've been watching
it
Kansas. I know what
scares
Kansas.
me because it's at home. And we haven't beat Kansas at home in the last couple years. So it absolutely terrifies me. Look at the way we played at home this year versus the way we played on the road. We played Alabama on the road and we played Baylor on the road. And those games were on point. Our home games were abysmal until the fourth quarter.
Feel it though. I don't feel that same fear for some reason. It's nice. It's nice. But I'm trying to think of a way that Kansas could really scare me, and the only thing they got is their quarterback. They don't have a winning record. They didn't come out firing it off like they did last year. But they don't scare me. I think they're going to be a much better team than Baylor. But what, by 7 points? By a field goal?
We'll
Not
see.
better. But they don't scare me. There's a lot of other Big 12 teams that do. Cincinnati, not so much anymore after Oklahoma. Houston's going to be a scary one for me because it doesn't matter how bad Houston is. Houston, like your history worry with Kansas right now is my history worry with Houston. Because our record against Kansas is bad. We dominated them so many times. They just got lucky seasons, and both their wins were against horrible Texas teams. Last year was not a good. No, it wasn't last year they beat us. It was the year before, and that was the worst Texas team since the 50s.
And then they beat Ellinger too
On the
at home.
At 20, that would have been 2019. You sure about that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, let me do schedule. We're gonna get to the bottom of this guy. See what teams we're at fault. Yeah, 2021 was the Shark loss, 57-56.
113 points.
2020, our game with Kansas was canceled.
What game did we go to here in 2020?
It was me and you, and we went to go see Iowa State, and we lost.
Iowa State. That's right. That's right. Iowa State.
And we lost, and we
We
were
had the
both.
whole south end zone to ourselves.
I caught the ball embarrassingly, did not catch it.
How many people can say they've been to a UT game where they had the whole south end zone to themselves? We were literally sitting around a bunch of cutout poster boards of Matthew McConaughey.
We're
Huh?
back to we're back to 2019 now. Texas beat Kansas 50-48 in a nail biter. 20
Oh, yeah.
2018, I don't even have to question because we had 3 losses, and it was to Maryland, Oklahoma State,
Oklahoma.
Virginia.
But didn't we lose to Oklahoma
Nope.
in the Big 12 championship game?
Yes, that would have been. I'm talking about the regular season losses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lost the Big 12, and that was our 4th loss. So that's
We beat
27.
them that year, but then we lost in the fucking championship game.
Yeah.
We were 1-1 that year with them.
All the way back to 2017, and we still haven't lost to Kansas, but that one time.
Well, I'm telling you, I still fear them.
At least I still fear.
I still fear them.
2017. It probably was during the Charlie Strong days that we lost to him,
Maybe.
but we never lost to him during the Herman era, and we only lost to him once during the Shark era, and that was that horrible one. But
At home.
at home. But that was the worst Texas team ever. I'm just trying to make Gat feel more comfortable and not be nervous. Because I
No.
don't think he said no.
From here on out, every Longhorn fan should be nervous because right now we're pitching a perfect game. And everybody gets nervous during a perfect game. So you got to have a little bit of nerves when we're going into each and every game from here on out. Because right now we have a record to play for the national championship.
Yeah, the other
The
thing
national championship.
the other thing we have to remember is we still get in with the loss.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna have that loss.
Mm-hmm.
Only loss I had us pegged for, bro, was in week 2. And we didn't lose that game.
Nope.
If you recall. Like, if our defense plays like that, we cannot lose. Because if they can't score, they can't win. Period.
Our defense isn't going to let anybody score.
They're
Kansas.
trying their damnedest not to.
That's why I want to talk about the Oklahoma game so much, because if we beat Oklahoma, I don't think any of the other Big 12 teams are going to look at us like the Super Bowl anymore. I think they're going to look at us like, holy fuck. That's
Like this.
That's the Alabama. Oh, my God. How are we going to – oh, here we go. Stolen flag, 55-0. That's what I think is going to happen.
I saw a TikTok this morning from – I don't know who it was from, bro, but it had Sawyer Robinson, the quarterback of the Baylor Bears, was sleeping under his covers, passed out. And then all of a sudden in the background, you hear the Texas fight song, and he wakes up and he's like, oh, shit. Just scared to death. Like, he just had the worst fucking nightmare of his life. Like, it was so funny, bro. So funny.
I like to do that one with instead of the Texas spot, you just see Bevo peek out the closet and go, shh.
Or like this, right out the camera. Heck yeah, bro. But for real, man, our defense is putting fear in the quarterbacks. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They're like, I don't want to get hit by these guys.
4 games, which tells me the next 8 are going to be the same. In 4 games, we have nonstop been in the quarterback space.
We've gotten sacks every game, I think, except for Wyoming. I can't remember if we got a sack during Wyoming.
Oh, we had to have.
then that's every effing game that we've gotten a sack. And we
Oh,
were
we
leading the country in quarterback pressures before last night. And look how much that quarterback was pressured last night.
all over the place. He's
I
running.
was telling Tyler in the second quarter they need to get that quarterback out before
Yeah.
he really gets hurt. And then y'all are stuck with one quarterback on your roster. Like, y'all need to get him out. He ain't doing it. He ain't the one. Go ahead and rotate him, Aranda.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't know. Not until the last series. Like, what are you doing, coach?
Did you see that video I sent you on Tyler Buchner of Alabama?
I don't know.
Hold on. Y'all gonna love this. Yes, Tyler Buchner. When he played, who'd they play after us last week?
UCF?
That's who it was. UCF. It was.
I think so. It was a weak team. I know that.
Sorry, y'all. That's the first time I ever throwed anything. Sorry, y'all. That's the first time I ever throwed anything.
That was
That
Tyler
should be Jalen Milroe's thing.
They
I can
already
run for coach.
the starter, and I knew they would. He's already their starter again.
Yeah, he started last night. Huh?
And he just beat Ole Miss.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter too.
Nice.
It took them a long time to get there,
But they did it. They
but
did
they
it.
did it. Which makes us look better. It makes us look better. If they win every game from here on out, we just beat that team.
Yeah.
That nobody else can beat. But we did.
And we did it convincingly.
Convincing. Two score touchdown. And they were at home.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. Baylor was at home last night. We're a road team, bro. Where are the college football playoffs played?
Where?
Yeah.
Rose Bowl, Orange
On
Bowl.
the road.
Yeah, on the road.
On the road. What are we?
The road.
What are we?
We go to a playoff. Hey, we go to a playoffs.
The road master.
I'm telling you, bro. We go to the playoffs. I'm selling tools. I'm selling kayak, cars. I'm selling Rachel, and we go to the damn national championship with a playoff game. That, man, honestly, we keep talking about Tech. We might need to get them playoff tickets.
Nah, I gotta see this. I gotta see senior night this year, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's the senior though. Christian Jones.
That sun is blinding the light.
Sweat. Christian Jones, Trevondre Sweat, Jaden Catalon, maybe Ryan Watts. Today Barron, is he a senior? Jalen Ford a senior? But either way, I know T Sweat's a senior, bro, and he's from the same town that we are, so we have to go. We got to represent East Texas for that man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in that stadium louder than me either, so.
That's a fact. Roshan
Johnson was up against anybody's.
Can you believe that you getting Roshan Johnson attention was fucking 4 years ago? He was a freshman, and he's now in the NFL.
Yep. We knew where he was going to go.
Oh yeah,
I
He's
only
that-
thought he was going to go for a quarterback position, though.
damn! I didn't realize Sanders was already a junior. Shit.
Yep. This is second season because he set out his first season.
No, he didn't.
Well, he didn't sit out, but he didn't play very much.
Yeah. He don't got that red shirt on there unless they're not showing the red shirt.
No, Sark knew he was a 3 and done.
Justice Finkley, Worthy. So many people with doubled numbers. Like, look, you got 2 number zeros, 2 number ones, 2 number twos, 2 number threes, 2 number fours, 2 number fives, 2 number sixes, 2 number sevens, 2 number eights, 2 number nines, no 10 because it's retired, 2 number 11s, no number 12, 2 number 13s, 2 number 14s, 2 number 15s, 2 number 16s, 2 number 17s, 2 number 3 number 18s. There's 3 players on our team with number 18.
And the funny thing is, there's 99 numbers between 1 and 99.
Everybody want them small numbers.
There's 85 people on a team.
When I was in football, it was who got there that day on jersey number picking day. You had to get there.
Yep.
First serve. There's a piece of paper that has all the fucking numbers, and you sign your name by the number.
Not anymore. Now it's the first 2 or 3 that come get that number.
Yeah.
As long as y'all are on opposite sides of the ball, y'all can wear it.
Number 3 passed to number 3, who just audibled it to number 3. Like, what? Is that one man or multiple men? What's going on here? Who are you watching?
So Texas fans, all in all, y'all got to know we got a real team this year.
Jalen Ford's this regular senior, so he could come back if he wanted to, but he ain't gonna come back.
He ain't coming back.
Who else?
David Bender, he's a senior, ain't he?
Yeah.
Blackwell, he should be a senior.
There's someone you were asking about, I feel like.
Jaron Thompson's a senior. So both our safeties are leaving after this year.
Jake Majors is that can't be right.
He's a senior.
It says Jake Majors a junior.
No, he started for Herman.
Yeah. Not even a redshirt junior, a junior. I'm like, the fuck?
Majors is a senior. Christian Jones is a super senior.
Red shirt option because it shows people who are red shirted, but this isn't accurate because it's got Christian Jones as just a regular senior. Christian Jones been there for 14 years.
He's a super duper senior.
And there's just Charlie Strong. Like, get off the gas. This shit don't know what it's talking about. I'm getting off of it. It's already done irritated me with its uneducatedness. How dare they insult the Longhorns? That's another thing I'm loving, Gat. To kind of wrap up and end this, because we've been on here an hour. Just a year or two ago, sports announcers couldn't even get our damn name right. Game after game after game. We never got talked about. If we did, it was a sign from the gods, like, oh my goodness. Now we're well respected. Everybody talks about us. Everybody loves us. Nobody's saying anything negative about us. I ain't heard not one negative. And sports announcers don't get our name wrong. Ever. That'd be a hard ass name. Uzamalu. Oh, that's Uzamalu. He just got a tackle for loss. What? How did you say that right? That's like
Yeah,
my name. Go ahead.
it's awesome. It's a blessing.
Yep.
It's a blessing. We're finally back at our normal status where we're supposed to be in college football.
Well respected. Well respected.
Well, feared.
Feared, yes.
Feared.
Big team.
There ain't an offensive lineman in the country that can say, I want to go against Byron Murphy. I want to go against Devondre Swift. Ain't nobody in the country saying that shit. Nobody.
Just like he said, he's a real ass dog. He is a real ass dog. He will eat your fucking ass up all game long.
And he's not a fat guy. He's solid muscle.
He reminds me so much of Roy Williams. The Colts day. You know what I'm talking about?
Roy Williams, a receiver?
No. The defensive tackle for Colt.
Okay. Was his name Roy?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why every time I bring him up, I always have to clarify that because we've had two Roy Williams that were legends. The receiver and defensive tackle.
Yeah.
That's who he reminded me of.
He's a beast, bro.
Oh man.
Their first 3 sacks, this is need to know information for Longhorn fans. Their first 3 sacks of the game, Baylor had 6 dudes on the line, 5 offensive linemen, 1 tight end. We rushed 3 twice against 6 and got 2 sacks. One time we rushed 4, but the other 2 we rushed 3, bro. 3 against 6, and we were getting sacks. That's something to be proud of, baby. That means every one of them were breaking double teams. Every one of them.
Well, on that note, I guess we're gonna call it a wrap. This sun is just starting to really blind me right now.
Me too, bro. I keep having to look at myself.
Yeah, we thank you, Longhorn Nation, for watching. It's been an exciting month of September. Let's keep the win streak of this month going. We got one more week to have this,
right.
And then we can start on October games. Because you know what October is. October's the scary month. That's when the scares start coming in. That's why I keep telling Gat not to worry about Kansas. We finna be 5-0, baby. It's this scary month of October we got to watch out. Because if I'm correct, we play Houston somewhere in October. And that's going to be a scary one. But anything you got to say, Gat, before we get up off here?
Love you, Longhorn Nation.
Love y'all, and we're up out of here.
Right, Longhorns.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.